Hey, what's up, everybody? How you doing? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Hold on, let me just get everything together. What are you laughing at? Hey, listen, I don't need anything from the peanut gallery.
Jason's creepy face.
My creepy face?
No,
That's...
Jason's creepy face.
Oh, Jason's creepy face, yes.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
You look like Jesus on Jesus juice.
Jesus on Jesus. Yes, he is. Alright, guys, welcome. As you might hear, I have a special guest, and I hooked it up so we can both talk on both sides. So it should be good.
Oh, yeah.
They can hear you over there. Yes, they can. Hey, if everybody can hear Renee, you just write a 1, and that'll be fine.
Right.
Hi there. Hey, Bells. Hey, Mary.
But legit write a 1. Don't just type the number 1. Write a 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3.
There's Patty. Patty. Okay, so yes, Haley.
Yes, it's his eye. The crazy of Renee.
Okay.
You have a photo of us over there. That's cute.
Yeah, it's my inspiration because I love
You're
you.
the reason in my life. You're the inspiration.
Wait, you see how the picture matches that? I thought that was cool. Let's see. Oh wow, you really? Thank you, Kathleen.
Hey, thank you, Kathleen. That is very nice of you. Trust me, it will go to a good cause.
Okay, so without sounding like, I don't know.
I'm a great singer. Yeah, you were just hearing the worst of my actual singing.
yeah, no, Renee could sing really well. Like, she went to, like, you know, I'll kiss her butt a little bit. She has a great singing voice. She sounds like Disney princess, right? I would say.
Sometimes.
Okay, so anyway, without you know,
Like potential.
obviously stuff has been. Oh, look at that.
What?
Kathleen Cruz has just donated $19.99
Yeah,
through
right
Super
there.
Chat.
I can't.
Victory hand light skin tone 2 hearts. Victory hand light skin tone 2 hearts. Victory hand light skin tone.
Victory hand, light skin tone 2 hearts. Oh, thank you.
Light skin tone.
Yes, that's kind of that's what they say. I appreciate that.
Do they have like a native mixed skin tone?
I don't know.
It's like I'm kind of red and I'm kind of white at the same time. And then when I hold my breath, I'm blue. So there
Oh,
you
no.
go. I'm American.
Okay, so okay, so how do we put this? So
How do we put
a couple months ago,
guys? You and your father and I we're thinking of taking a break. I'm just kidding. That was a joke.
people. Okay,
It was a
a
bad
couple of
joke,
months.
but it was a joke.
A couple months ago, Renee and I decided to lean into things. I guess that's the best way to put it. And for further clarification of that, everybody in my Discord, there's a server called Secret Shanny Stuff. And we would be writing stuff in there because we were just throwing stuff out there. Number one.
Hey, Kathleen, I can actually direct you to not the best of my singing, but a tribute I sang to my best friend who passed away back in 2012. Maybe I'll give it to Draven. He could put it up one day.
Like, put it in there. Okay, the chat? Sure.
Yeah.
Or
It's kind
so-
of depressing, but you know, it's Eyes Without a Face by Billy Idol, but I'm singing it. It's acoustic.
Okay, so Renee, what's it on? I think what's on some people's mind is they wanted, some morons wanted to address your tweets.
Morons.
And the funny thing is, they think that you're in danger. But if you're in danger, why would they mess with a person that's putting you in
Well,
danger?
that's exactly why I typed that.
I know.
Because I was like really curious. It's like, oh my god, we're so worried about her that she might be in some jeopardy and danger and stuff. And if they're real abuse victims, you know, they can't do this or that. It's like, dude, first of all, if I was in danger and you're an advocate, you're going to the source of who I might be in danger from. Oh, okay, yeah. You know what, Muttons?
Oh, there it is.
The problem is that I talk really low. You know,
Yeah, you got.
it's because I have no self-esteem.
Here, I'll stop the noise. Here.
All the steam, I got no self of it.
So.
Okay, anyway. So, yeah, when there are people who are like domestic violence advocates and they're gaslighting the supposed person who might be domestic violencing a person, that's really not how you go about doing that. You don't go to the person and go, "Are you beating your wife? Are you beating your wife? Are you beating your trans autistic daughter,
like,
son,
what the fuck?
person? Are you guys brother and sister? Aren't you guys brother and sister?" I'm like, dude, you guys have made my life sound more science fiction than fucking Philip Dick. Like, it's amazing.
Philip K. Dick.
Philip K. Dick. Yes. No, I know who the fuck he is.
Don't forget the K.
I forgot the K. You know, the special K. But it's ridiculous, and I just feel like these brainlets have no idea what they're doing. It's like, okay, so you're worried about me. Number one, none of y'all, nobody, these people have not came to me, addressed anything that I wrote on
from last year in a 2-second tweet.
in like 3 tweets that weren't even really they weren't about you. They were about somebody else. Because, believe it or not, guys, I used to be married to somebody else.
No way.
Yeah.
No, it had to be me. No.
It had to be you.
What? That's it. Divorce. You were married before me? My God.
And I had children with that person.
No.
Yeah,
oh, my God.
Yeah, and he treated them like utter shit.
No,
and that's why I have custody of them.
I have a question.
But go ahead.
Did you ever tweet about this said jerk off before?
Oh, yes. Oh,
many
yes.
times.
Many times.
So why don't morons...
And mostly I have to do it kind of during the whole battle of the what we would call family bands.
Yes.
Yeah, you kind of have to directly kind of talk shit because, lawyers pay attention to things.
Yes.
So
you had it kind of made it vague, but you...
I made it so vague that people actually thought you were having sex with a vacuum, and that was funny.
I know.
That was hilarious.
And so basically, all I can remember around that time of last year, we found out something, and I'm not going to go into it because in the end, it's nobody's business. We found out something that we were guessing, and it ended up being true. And I was upset. And I know when you get upset like that, your first thing is to...
Yeah, but I love that, Petty Patty. They're getting all their information from the source, me. They didn't ask me one fucking question about any of this. They just automatically assumed. Yeah, they were like, I heard the craziest shit. They were like, so apparently Draven had sex with a vacuum, and then apparently, I don't know, somewhere between you having sex with a vacuum, you beat a kid with the vacuum. My autistic child who is trans. First of all, I have no trans children. Not like I have a problem if I did, but I don't. So there goes that.
It's like they're trying to find whatever they can on me because...
I have 5 fucking kids. None of them are trans. 2 of them are adults. People don't know shit about me for a reason. So I don't tell people everything. I have a Facebook. Most of those people know who I am. There's 7,000 people on there. They know who I am. The couple 2,000 on Twitter, about 50 of them know who I am because I had more people following me on Facebook because of all the acting and stuff that we network with each other that they're not on the Twitter.
And for the people who actually do like Renee and know that she's funny as hell, that's why I married her. She can't, be on as much anymore because she works. So she needs her beauty sleep, like for real. And she really can't be on as much.
You
but
should see how I wake up.
She wants to make an appearance here and there, but we're not going to be addressing bullshit. Especially, and I also want to throw this out. I have, and no offense to anyone who has, but I have never ever cheated on anyone in my life. And you know what? I'm proud of that.
People have been saying you've been cheating on me now too.
Oh, no. But there was some dipshit that cheated on someone, allegedly. because their ex-girlfriend came into my chat and started saying that, and I'm like, I have no idea. Did you? And they're mad at me over that.
You talk super loud, by the way.
I know. Well, you have to enunciate your voice.
No, the things that people come up with are hilarious to me. That's why, like, when it came to like things like Shanny and shit like that, and I don't talk about Shanny anymore for good reason. She doesn't have her kids anymore, so I don't find her interesting. I don't find like there's no threat there.
Well, exactly.
She's just a sad person to me, and I don't give a shit about her. I don't give a fuck about Shanny's life anymore. It's funny to laugh at once in a while, but honestly, I just don't have time. I don't care.
Right or wrong, when we were doing this at the height of the pandemic in 2020, wasn't it all about getting this child abuser away from the kids?
Yeah, it was.
And now that they're away,
when
it's
I started making videos on her, it was before the pandemic.
Yeah, it was like right before. But the thing is,
like a couple months before.
This
and
had
it's
to do
my
with
fault.
getting the kids.
I sucked you into this vortex of hell.
She's the reason.
And then I stopped making videos. So he kind of came here. And he's vacuum sexual. He comes out of the closet like Doofy. He's like,
Yo,
I was vacuuming.
I know that people thought I looked like Doofy. Hopefully, when he looks good looking, not early on. And the thing is, it's like, I have to listen to my wife, and she's just getting fed up with people trying to like say some dumb shit to the point where she's like, you know what, maybe done. Maybe YouTube is done. And like, I don't want that because I have made friends with a lot of great people, but I just want to throw this out here. Anything anyone ever sends me, anything that we all talk about in the Discord, whatever, Renee knows about. She's privy to everything. I don't hide anything from her.
I left the Discord mainly because I was tired of that person with the bulbous forehead. And I don't, if you guys like her, whatever, I don't give a shit. I don't like her as a person. I severely did. I got into it with her already once, and this is Frankenstein's monster.
I mean, your opinion and all. I'm not talking stuff. That's Renee. But yeah. And that's when I gave said person a second or third chance to come around and be cool. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. I don't like her. So I stayed away.
And I'm still waiting for my apology.
I get vibes from people, and I'm just not cool.
And usually 9 out of 10, the vibes are true. So
I started throwing shit her way anyway. I started just fucking writing shit to see how much she would run with. And apparently she ran with it all. And it's funny. Because, like the whole girl power thing people got, like, girl power, right? The girls forever. We're always gonna have each other. Fuck that shit. I know women so well. I don't have a sister. And I'm glad. The sisters, fucking, I see the way they act. I see them in my own house. They're crazy to each other. Yeah, and I never trusted her. I never trusted her for 1 second. If you were friends with Shanny, how the fuck am I supposed to trust you? Ever. You cannot be friends with Shanny and then turn around and be like, oh my god, she was abusing her kids, so I just had enough. And it's like, dude, you were friends with her a whole year when she was doing that shit.
Well, you know what? I want to get back to
because you were.
These whole lies and stuff. I don't think many people understand that Renee is tough. And if I ever laid a hand to her or a hand to any children, what would you do to me? She would kick my ass.
I beat my dad up.
She beat up her father. She is tough.
I was 22 at the
She's
time,
strong.
But I had to. He was beating my mom up. Like, like I said, people don't know anything about me. I'm not some fucking pushover broad. I grew up with a rough family. I had to save my parents' lives more times than anything. I've had it fucked up.
Okay.
I wish, like, I feel
I'm limited on the F-bombs.
Okay, I'm sorry.
But I've
had it so messed up, so horrible that I can't even believe when I've told people the things that have happened to me, they're like, oh my God, you should write a book. And it's sad. It's depressing, and I don't like talking about it. So I apologize that if sometimes I flip out and then I go back and I'm like, all right, I'm cool, never mind.
Right, bro. It just shows you're human. A lot of people don't want to show their humanity anymore. But everyone's so scared of this crap out there, and you guys know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Patty knows what I'm talking about.
See, Shanny will air her dirty laundry online, and most of it's bullshit. Mine's all true, and I don't want to talk about it. Not with a therapist, not with anybody, because I don't want to relive it constantly. It's called CPTSD. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it.
Yeah. Well, okay.
I don't want to tell you people what I've been through because trust me, you don't want to live through it.
If something ever did happen and you
I like your stream, I was just I know, right?
Yeah. Oh no, I know because that's what Shanny would say.
I know. It's just funny. As soon as I said like you don't want to live through that, and it's like I know, right? I'm like I know, right? Definitely.
Here, give me a Shanny. Come on, you got. Yeah, it's been forever. You do a Shanny voice.
I haven't even heard Shanny's voice in a long time.
Oh, all right. I gotta play it for it. Well, yeah, I'll play ridiculous.
Oh, I can do Rev.
No, I could do Rev. Ha 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 ha. Oh. If something ever did happen, and you ever were gonna quote unquote call me out.
Dude, I'm gonna have to call you out. I'd be calling the fucking cops. I would not call you out online. I don't need to do that shit.
Okay. Well, then that's an even better answer. Because I figured you'd say my name. Say my name. Like Walter White.
Say my name!
But if you...
Moonchild!
But if you did, okay, so you would just call the cops.
You just heard Draven's real name. It's Moonchild. Yeah. Any of you are, born around the 80s, you know exactly what I just said. If you weren't, just called a little never-ending story. It's my life. Never-ending story.
So,
hey guys, Rev here.
Okay. So hey, while I have you here, might as well. I want to play you real quick. This
I can't hear any of this shit.
Well, I'll give you the headphones, and I'll just read it.
Oh, I get the headphones.
Yeah.
The sweaty headphone.
I'm sorry. Okay, so just a little, because I know you haven't really been following them. They have nothing, not a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of.
They look like they live in a facility, a house.
They're at the uncle's. They're back at the uncle's.
That's called a pot to piss in because they actually legitimately have one there.
Well, it's the uncle's pot. Well, actually, Rev owned it.
I was hoping they would be under Kensington Ave by now, and I'm very disappointed that they're not.
No Kensington. You would think so, right? No. Well, they were in a motel, and it was condemned, and they had to leave, and they begged their uncle. But here, let me give you the headphones.
Crispy treat. I completely agree with you. I treat people the way they treat me. And I can't exactly help the fact that people just make shit up and they don't ever talk to me about it. They're just like, they're giving him the third degree, but they haven't even given me 1 degree.
It's because they're afraid of you. And I think that's so funny.
Why are they afraid of me?
Because you're a
just because I say
strong,
I'm going to come to people's
female.
houses and water their lawn and help them with their gardening.
You know what? Maybe I'm the one who's getting abused here. I'm like, what the hell? Yeah. If anything, I'm the one. Help me. Help me. All right, here, put that on so you can listen to
Rev. Rev.
Yeah.
Like Rev. Shanny's beating me.
Shanny's beating me, folks. Oh, here, put that on.
Nobody's beating nobody over here.
Yeah, no one's
I just said that.
Yeah.
Oh no, stop hitting me. Ow, that hurt.
All right, here, watch.
My acting skills are horrible now.
Watch Rev.
No.
Hey guys, Rev here. So we have to address a genius, an absolute genius that commented on one of my wife's posts.
Oh.
Yeah. Can you imagine? I mean, it's 3 years. 3 years.
At least his eyes are clear. Give him that, man.
3 years.
Why is he dressed like a Sith Lord?
I can remember when you first. I know, didn't Chris do that? And that's the funny part. Like the ex Chris did that too. Yo, he's been wearing like 3 months.
No, wait. Are you talking about them? Well, like, no, me and Raven are married.
Yeah.
Just do special.
3 months. That nasty sweater. Ugh. Ugh.
God, I hope it's
on someone's channel. It was I guess it was Foodie Beauty or I think it's a Foodie Beauty thing. And they're like, well, if you're over here trying to get clout and shit, that type of thing from this channel, and you're not able to get a job. Like if you're able to come on a post and make a post of your own. Doesn't that mean that you're healthy enough and you can get a job? Like, why the hell aren't you getting a job? You got enough energy to click on the letters on a smartphone screen. So that means that you should be able to spend 8 hours at Walmart as a greeter.
Oh God. Okay, is he talking about himself or is he talking about Shanny being a Walmart greeter or something like that?
Shanny?
That's a huge bitch.
Well, yeah. If she's able to type on a smartphone, I gotta admit, you know, with those mitten chop things, her giant hands, she can type on a smartphone. She's not using one of those little sticks, you know, that like can mimic like a hand. One of those, you know, like how Homer Simpson was wearing the moo and he had the little like bird hitting the like, where's the Eddie key?
Well, the issue is Rev could definitely get a job at Walmart as a greeter. You know, you said they're equal opportunity.
Rev could do anything. He put his
At
mind
least.
to it.
Like getting that Delta 8, that gas station hair on.
Or something, right?
Legend.
So let's really evaluate
Oh,
this.
legend, this shit actually
Like, how physically disabled is it that you can no longer type on a smartphone screen? I mean, that might be like hospice level dying. I mean, even the most handicapped of people.
Rev, didn't you say that your so-called wife has had cancer since 2017? I mean, most people don't make it that long with undiagnosed cancer.
Crispy wants to know, can you fit into one of the leg of my shorts?
Of yours?
What is that supposed to mean?
Wait, can I fit one leg of your shorts?
I got big Italian
You have giant thighs.
thighs. I
Yeah,
do.
why? What does this mean? There's photos of me everywhere. You just look one up. I mean,
Bless them.
you
Can
said
use a
channel.
smartphone. Absolutely, of course they can, right? Unless you have some horrible malady of your hands in which you wouldn't be able to type on a smartphone, right?
That's good, Charlie.
Yeah, but
Shanny,
was
praise
talking
God,
about it.
her fingers still work.
It's shady.
But that is
What?
It said shady. It said, but shady, praise God. I'm like, yeah,
Right?
she is shady.
Shanny, praise God,
His smartphone
Well,
was shady.
shady, praise God.
her fingers still work.
Fingers
But that
work.
does not mean
It's because she's eating.
that she's healthy enough to spend 8 hours, even 4 hours, even 2 hours at a
2
place of
hours.
employment
Even
on her
15
feet.
minutes.
Are we seeing the common sense here come in?
No,
Did I have to
no.
make
No, you know why? You know why, Red? There is no common sense to what you're saying that isn't so common? Because a lot of people sit on their fat fucking asses doing desk jobs, like YouTube, like she does, okay? So yeah, she can work. She can work a desk job doing anything. She can be picking up the phone for 1-800-Flowers and doing customer service, you know?
No, she's
With that bright, sunshiny attitude and feeling she has towards the humanity and stuff like that, she could sell God. She could sell fucking flowers.
she says that she said that she's got cancer and all this stuff and MS and
She just wants to get disability, and until she gets a spinal tap and her boobs actually looked at, and you know what? Underneath of there is just it's just flesh rash. Yeast infection under her boobs. There's nothing wrong with her boobs. They're gigantic, they're huge, they're flapjacks. They look like 2 giant loaves of bread hung on an Italian's wall.
well,
That's it.
like we used to call it baby legs.
Yeah, baby legs. Baby legs.
Well, when 3 years ago, didn't she have the same issue?
What?
She said that she had cancer and stuff 3 years ago. This ain't new. None of this is new. This is just
provided her more than a stool. I've watched people work at Walmart in wheelchairs. What is this dude talking about? Has he been anywhere outside the house
no.
with people?
No, Rev stays in that house with that sweater on, and Shanny just, beats him.
She just stares at him.
this video that should be absolutely pure frickin' common sense to people?
It's not because it's not.
That, of
what you're
course,
saying is stupid.
someone that has disabilities might still be able to use a smartphone
They can still do a
and
job
click on
too.
the letters to make a post.
You know what?
There's no equivalence to typing on a smartphone and having an 8 to even 4 hour job
I have
every
worked
day.
with a guy who couldn't turn his head because he had a malady and he worked with it. He stood up to do his job, by the way, and he had to literally turn his entire body
Like
to
Batman?
talk to you. Yeah, he had something wrong where like he couldn't move. Like I don't know what happened. He got into an accident or whatever. I've worked with people with no legs in places. So what is he talking about? What he thinks this is common sense? Common sense because she can't do a job where she stands on her 2 fat fucking feet. I'm sorry, her 2 fat flubbing feet.
Yo, how does eyes get so pinned?
I don't know.
Hey, what's
Okay.
up, Billion? Hey, Cody.
So, I guess it'd be necessary for me to point this absolute thing that should be common sense to people to understand. Well, sure, she might be able to type a post with a smartphone on a channel, but that doesn't mean that she's capable of holding a 4 to 8 hour or 12-hour job.
Who works 12 hours?
Are you?
I know.
Is she a nurse?
Look at
Is she
him.
a doctor?
Man, I love that, that red face.
What the hell is he
Ooh.
talking about?
He
She
looks
can't
like
work a
squirrel.
4, 8, 12-hour job. She can work a 4-hour job sitting
She
on
could
her ass.
She could definitely work.
She can work
before.
at a bank. You can sit on your butt and count money all day. I'm sure she'd love that job.
Yeah, but then she'd steal it.
She can work in the
Fucking
drive-thru where you
nuts.
can just mute people. You don't have to listen to them complain.
All right, you know what? I will. Since you haven't heard her in a while,
No.
she made this video, and yeah, you're
What the
like,
hell is that? Is he wearing a mask? He got COVID inside?
oh, yeah.
He's sick and tired and depressed, so
Hey,
he's wearing
guys,
a
what's-
mask?
Actually, yeah.
What is this shit?
Oh.
What is that baloney down there? What the hell is that over there?
She's here. Listen to her comments,
Alright.
movement. Hold on, yeah. I want you to see.
Is that supposed to be her face? That big giant flesh
Oh
covered
yeah,
square?
oh yeah, that's right. You don't know, so
No, this whole thing
She
is
doesn't-
her face.
because
Why does she got skinny hands here?
that's
This is already bullshit. Where's all the moles?
that's what.
I want this to be more realistic.
Well, she
I'm
is
sure
the-
her
she's
lips are
the-
greasy from
She's the
eating all the
losers
fat
club.
food.
She's the losers club now, and they won't show their face until they get.
So what? She's been watching Stephen King's It, and now she's part of the Losers Club.
And she will not show her face. She won't have her face reveal until they have 100,000
That's
subscribers.
because everybody's been playing Connect the Dots with her moles.
Here, let's go. You. No closed caption.
What is she doing? Is she doing Morse code? I hear her just go.
I don't see myself.
I can't see myself.
I know.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about? Can't see what?
Yeah, read
The
that.
lips?
Yeah, you can't see
Alright.
yourself because your eyes are shut
So,
and being covered with
Well, that's
adipose tissue.
not. That's not her. That's just a picture.
I know. She's like, I can't see
I want to
myself.
start a movement for people who have been hated in this community.
Is it
who
called
are
a bowel
content
movement?
creators. And it's the comments off movement,
Comments off movement.
where we turn off our live chats, we turn off our comments, and we let the haters drown out themselves instead of
That's not the way that works, Shanny.
Oh, don't you think how the mighty have fallen? Can you remember when she was calling
Mighty.
us mighty
Nothing
big?
mighty about her. She's like a green giant.
But like, remember how she used to call us peasants and stuff because people drank water and stuff? And
Peasant.
She had all.
I'm drinking Dr. Pepper while you're drinking water. And I'm like, you know what? I'd rather drink the water, Shanny, because the Dr. Pepper is not doing you a lick good.
Especially when they were in that motel and they
Look
were
at the
forced to
4
drink
teeth
water,
you have left.
and the water was contaminated.
Yeah, she was drinking Ohio water before the derailment.
enabling them to throw hate, shade, misinformation out.
Misinformation. Buzzword.
Because I don't think it's good. I think people are way too toxic.
Toxic.
Within
Yeah,
the
right,
YouTube
Jeff? It's like, what's the
community.
point?
Where it needs to be stopped somehow.
Somehow.
And YouTube isn't listening to anyone over this.
And don't. fuck
So
with
why
YouTube.
not start a comments
right?
off
Are
movement?
you thrown
First
off
of all,
YouTube?
you want-
Why are you here anyway?
That's the point of
You're
it.
not supposed to be here today,
That's-
Dante.
That's why this has this stupid thing. Sometimes they have stupid faces on over their faces. Like, everyone knows it's them. They're not fooling anybody.
I know. I love when they have their filters on, and then like their filter doesn't work, and all of a sudden you see how ugly they actually are, and you're like, oh, you poor thing.
Well, Shanny figured out
They're
that
so homely.
if she doesn't try to monetize, basically her channel won't go anywhere.
She can't monetize. She's not supposed to be on here.
Well, that's the trick. If you get demonetized, kicked off the channel, you can make another channel, never monetize, and YouTube apparently will just leave you alone. It's really stupid, and I don't know why they do it.
Because you could still get like
you can, but once she tries to monetize, this channel's gone.
Want to get your content out on YouTube.
on your
And
content.
you don't want to be harassed because you're putting, you know, your content out there.
What is your
And
content?
it doesn't matter what the person has done in their life, what their past is, or anything. It doesn't matter. Why does their personal business have anything to do with the content being put on YouTube? It has absolutely nothing.
You know what it has to do with your content, Shanny? Your personal business is your content. That's what it is. Your personal business is your content, and you aired it, and you tried to retcon it so many times that you lost track of your retcons.
Yeah, she has no idea what she's told
Tokyo,
people.
Japan. You don't know where you live. You live in Colorado, Japan, Pennsylvania. You don't know where you live. You don't know where you are. You don't know anything.
She's done every job and no job at the same time.
Yeah, she's been a doctor. I saw her.
A nurse.
She was on Grey's Anatomy.
And
She
but she doesn't have a high school
she was the
diploma.
X-ray machine.
Let artists be artists.
Artists be
without
artists.
being
Oh my
insidious
god.
toward
Art
them.
prints. Show me your symbol.
And I think this is a good thing because a lot of people want to come into my comments and try to tell other people what's going on in my life, and really they're wrong about what's going in my life because they don't know what's going on in my life. No one
what's
does,
going
really.
on in my life?
Other than my husband
Other than my husband that I
and
don't
my
have.
doctor
And my doctor I never
and my
see.
children.
And my children I never see either. Only one of these people I'm around. I only actually communicate with one person. He's sitting next to me constantly because if he leaves my sight, I'll belt him.
No, Shanny, ho ho ho.
How come you're taller than me in this chair, Shanny? It's because you're fat and you sunk down, so Rev actually is higher up on the chair. That's how that works.
I know.
That was so funny when that happened. She's like, hey, look, you're taller than me on this chair, which is so weird. And I'm like, that's because you're causing all the springs to divert to his side.
That couch that she sleeps on, well, no, they sleep on it together. That one couch, she peed on it.
Of course she did.
And just sat in it.
She wears a sheet.
She wears a diaper.
And a sheet. And a sheet. And not even like ironically or like because she lives in the desert or anything like that. Like she wears a sheet. She's literally a ghost. She's haunting all the houses she goes to. With
And
her
my social workers.
And her
They are
social
the only
workers.
ones that actually
Yeah, I
know
believe
what's
that
going
one.
on in my life.
I'll give you that one.
Yeah, I'm
So,
sure she has like 6.
Any information you want to hear what's going on in my life is probably a lie.
That's probably a lie because I told it.
Mhm.
Ha.
I don't talk to anyone.
Wait,
So
you just said you talked to a bunch of people. Now you don't talk to anyone?
I know. Don't you
My
love that?
social workers, my doctor, my kids, and my husband I don't really have, and my cats. Don't forget my Gabby Kit Kats. The only player I love my Gabby Kit Kats. Fuck you, Watermelon. I love you, Gabby Kit Kats. Get Watermelon out of here. I love you, Gabby.
I know. She never talks about watermelon.
I don't care about anything about my Gabby Kit Kats.
And you know, remember the
And my drugs.
remember the what did she have, a ferret?
My
No,
drugs.
the guinea pig. The guinea pig froze to death.
Oh, that's sad.
It is sad. It's nasty.
I'm
She couldn't.
surprised it didn't get flushed down that toilet.
I'm surprised they didn't get
They
it.
didn't think it was a
eaten.
turd. Maybe we're gonna have to eat the guinea pig.
I want to battle bullying
battle
this
bullying.
way by turning the comments off.
This
Now,
is battle
if you know
bullying.
me and if you care for me and you want to talk to me, you can easily go on my Instagram at shannyneedslove and go on
Shanny
Instagram
needs
and
love.
message
That
me
Shanny-
and
Shanny needs a
Shanny.
bath.
Shanny needs to get off the internet. Shanny needs to grow the fuck up. How old are you? 40, dude? Get
No.
up.
No, she's like 38 or 39.
She's
almost
about
there.
to be 40.
Yeah, she's
in
gonna.
August.
That's the thing is she's almost there, and you know what? Like to an extent, like she's saying, people.
40. Fabulous.
If she's feeling this, it's not like people are just messing with her for no reason.
So I'm gonna put myself online and then yell at them. And I'm gonna call everybody peasants and losers and hope they all die of COVID, and then to say that I never said that. And then I'm gonna say that COVID killed everybody, and then I'm gonna say they did. I have long COVID, by the way.
If you're nice, kind, and behaved, I'll talk to you all day long if you need to. But if
I don't need to talk to you all day long.
Rude and assumptuous and just really just a bad toxic person that makes people feel bad.
It's just whatever.
I'm not going to engage you. I'm not going to say anything to you. I'm pretty much just going to block you and just pretend that conversation never happened. Mm-hmm. That's how things have to work in my life because I'm way too sick
mentally
to deal with this stuff and deal with other people's opinions and thoughts and what they think that's going on in my life. I'm way too sick to deal with that. I have a new job coming up. Me and my husband.
Oh, you have a new job with your husband? Is it OnlyFans part 2?
No, apparently they got a job working for some creator, writing scripts for the creator. But like nobody knows who they're talking about or anything. A lot of people have, opinions on who this person could be. But it could be BS.
Job, right? Scripts, they're gonna be all misspelled and completely wrong and
run on set.
They're gonna be wrong. There's gonna be no G's at the end of any of the words. You'll know it's us. You'll know it's us. And then Reb's gonna go on giant diatribes about the Bible. It's gonna be excellent. It's gonna be a show for the masses.
It's gonna take up a lot of my time and my energy.
Oh, ChatGPT can do your job.
Where I'm going to be researching a lot of stuff. But anyway, that's neither here nor there.
Be researching a lot of stuff with ChatGPT.
So I'm not going to be online a lot.
Yeah, that could be true.
At the same time.
Wait a minute, she's going to be researching a lot, but she's not going to be online a lot? Isn't that kind of,
Yeah, I guess she means online, like not online.
I'm going to be researching a lot. Typing things into Google and Wikipedia. Be a real research.
I have to preserve whatever energy I have, and I also have to protect my peace as a person because I'm going through a lot.
Gotta protect
emotionally, physically.
I don't know what you mean by that.
Hormonally, financially. I'm going through a lot of stress, and I don't need people being volatile toward me, and if they can't have self-control to keep their rudeness away from me, if they have no self-control where they can't say something nice once in a while, it's just better not to enable them in their horrible behavior. And I think a lot of people can understand that. Because it's too much now, the vileness that people are showing now every day to other people and creators on YouTube. It's too much. And I have a lot of other creators and YouTubers who come to me and talk to me about these problems behind the scenes.
Sure you don't.
And I'm to the point where it's like, okay, we start a movement, the Comments Off movement, where, you know what?
Oh my God, I thought she said the Comments
some people's bad behavior. We're not going to have comments on YouTube anymore. We're not going to allow people to just bully.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you turn your comments off. People are going to have opinions no matter what because they're like assholes. Everybody's got one and most people are one. So, I mean, what do you expect to happen here? What do you expect to happen?
And she's just not somebody that like people just don't like because whatever reason. She's legitimately done things.
Legitimately a bad human being. You and that thing on the couch called Rev.
Riff Raff.
Riff Raff, yeah.
Rev. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was frightening. I was like, oh, yeah, it really was.
It was frightening.
And the band started. Yeah. The man in the back
and threaten
That's not.
and harass.
Huh?
It's time. You have to watch the movie. You don't even know.
No, that's the song, though.
It's not ballroom, but it's time
Ballroom Blitz.
And intimidate people for just living their life and trying to survive their everyday life. We're not going to enable that. If we truly are anti-bullies, if we truly are people who don't want harassment, well, we can't enable them, and that requires comments off. And if you do have comments on,
Now, you think she talks like that because she's just so full of jelly, like Santa Claus, like it's hard to get the G's out?
You know, being a valley girl can be very hard, especially when you've lived everywhere and been everywhere like me. I've been to the great volcanoes of Italy and Sicily. I've eaten the ripened tomatoes of Rome.
Here, well,
I've drank in the vino.
Place. I want to show you.
I've lived in Ireland.
I want to show you her high school picture.
I was in Japan on an island.
you are kind of enabling
Japan's an island
in a way, because
I was on the Great Wall of China once.
Spread their hate messages.
I convinced Hitler to stop killing the Jews.
That's the new thing that's coming to this channel. I don't hate anyone. I'll just say that.
I am Sandal.
I don't hate anyone. I'm trying my best to be as spiritual as I can right now, because I don't know where.
She's being a Taoist.
I don't know how long I have, so
she doesn't know how long she has. You don't need.
Neither
do I. Shanny.
I don't want to spread any hate.
Shanny, I hate to tell you this, but nobody knows how long they have. Everybody has the ability to lose their life at any given moment.
Yeah, but she's.
So you saying that?
But she's heavy and cancerous, so like you should feel bad.
Well, she's cancerous, yes, but you know.
They need spiritual prayer, and when I mean spiritual prayer, that's in the form of 10s, 20s, you know.
Yeah, just like every other, you know. What are those?
Spiritual grifter.
Yeah. Don't ask no questions. God wants you to give to the church generously. Don't ask, how come Pastor gotta have him a nice car? You gotta just give me the money. You know.
I don't want to enable hatred to be spread.
Don't be a menace to South Central. I drink.
And I really, genuinely want everyone to realize that our time on this earth, every single one of us, is very short. You know, life comes and then it ends so quickly. So quickly. And
all right, so
and with all the war,
let me pause that for a second.
Yeah, I know. She looks like a basic bitch. What am I looking at? The fact that her moles didn't appear yet?
Yeah, like, but at first she was like, "This ain't her."
That's not me. I have moles. Where are they?
that in the rumors of wars
Those
going on
are the
right
things she
now,
should be getting looked at.
Right?
Breast cancer be damned.
a lot
I'll
of
be
these
taking a look at that
people
thing
are
on her
throwing around
forehead,
the
her
N-word,
cheek.
the nuke word, and
Nuke
it's
word?
getting scary
What the
in
hell
our
is it?
world right now.
Oh my
And then-
gosh, Shanny, people have been talking about
Then
nukes since
we have
before
a
we were
possible
born.
alien invasion coming.
An alien invasion? this bitch really just go from nukes to alien invasion? I mean, there's nukes and possibly an alien invasion. Dude, if the aliens are coming, at least your concerns, really.
People
You are
saying
the
there's
alien.
a mothership outside of our Earth.
There's a mothership outside of
us.
our Earth
That's
watching
kinda
us.
frightening if you think about it.
She legit just said that.
Like it's just, and then you have the other side of AI
Guys,
going
we
to
make
destroy
contact.
us by 2030.
Oh, AI is going to destroy us by 2030. Well, Shanny, I mean,
So like,
your
if you
time's
think about it,
short as
all
mine
this
then.
stuff, we really don't have much time left as a species on Earth. If you look at it, all these different angles, we don't. So why are we spending the rest of our time hating on individuals when we could spend the rest of our time loving people, caring for people, being there for people? supporting people and helping them out through
I
tough
know.
times.
That's why it's like people.
I think
Okay, so Shanny has just basically said that every possible cataclysmic thing's gotta happen by 2030. My favorite is the fact that there was a mothership parked outside of Earth, probably, next to the moon. I don't know, somewhere around there. Maybe it's a Sonic. I don't know. She's just so goofy. So goofy. Is it the canteen? Is he talking about the canteen from Star Wars? Is that the
I know.
mothership?
Her
Where's the
content.
fathership? Everybody always talks about these relationships. I want to know. Why is there always a mothership and not a fathership? What about the childrenship?
What about the
Huh?
stepfathership?
There is no stepfathership, apparently.
Oh,
There's
God.
no fatherships at all. They're all motherships.
And that's what
And
I'm
they're
saying.
the worst kinds of ships. Because can you imagine if the mothership comes, it's all hell breaks loose. If the fathership comes, seems like peace might be made. I don't know.
Let me ask you.
We should never break up a family. That's
when-
what I'm trying to say here.
When's the last time you actually watched one of these or one of her videos?
I don't. Because I like to keep the amount of brain cells I have left and keep them on reserve for the time I might need them.
But since the last time, which has been a long time ago, would you say her content has gotten just, or whatever you want to call this
I
content?
don't call this content.
She's
I call
just
this
talking, right? It's just her
I call this
talking.
a podcast with just her being involved, and she has nothing to say that's remotely entertaining. If not, she's just doing doom porn.
Yeah.
that's a better way how to reflect the end of our lives than moaning and complaining about other people's
CPS
personal
ships.
lives and what you think you don't
CPS
agree
ships
with
coming.
them. I think that's a lot better for everyone at the end of the day. Because there's way too much hate in this world, and I refuse to be a participant in it. I really do. I may have been hateful in the past.
She may have been hateful in the past.
What?
Dude,
May have been.
does she know that when she talks on here and she types on Twitter, they kind of connect each other?
I know. It's like, is she still
Right.
hateful on Twitter?
Yeah. Like, oh, fuck all your people, I kill everybody. Ah, I'm gonna go on YouTube, pretend I love everybody because here you'll give me money. And when the mothership lands, I have to pay the debts that I owe to them because, aliens are in the Bible. You guys know that? So are nukes and dinosaurs and what else? I mean, James Cameron wrote the Bible once. And he wrote about it. And he said that this Titanic sank because it was Noah's Ark. Yeah, that was real. And that the Na'vi, they're the real people from here.
But now I'm really not. It's more of like a pity of mankind that they can't seem to get their head out of their asses. And they can't focus on the important things and the togetherness that we really need to start showing each other. Because we really need to start showing love to each other, because our world's going to get really bad soon.
Is it? Jenny, is our world going to get really bad soon? Is it not bad already? We're just going to go, it's going to get really bad soon. Yeah, I don't know. That's great. It starts with an earthquake. I mean, come on, man. There's like songs about this. We didn't start the fire.
The funny thing about this is, no matter what she talks about,
Wait, she doesn't believe in dinosaurs? That's
yeah,
she better believe in dragons at least.
She better believe in big fat whales. Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, no matter what she talks about, like you said, how doom it is, she's gonna always,
We have to start loving each other because the whole planet's gonna fucking explode.
Now give me like my PayPal.
And once I go on the moon,
Shanny needs a diet.
and I take a big bite of it, because it's actually, we live on a disc, it's flat. The Earth is flat, the mothership's parked right outside of it, You guys don't even know. They're talking about nukes.
If the
and
Earth
since
is
we
flat,
live on a pizza, that nuke's gonna hit my pepperoni. And if it hits my pepperoni, it's all doom and gloom from there. Because then I have nothing to eat, and then Rev will starve.
you see, if it's flat, her badass is making it flat.
I'm sitting on
So
the
why
world right
fight?
now, and I'm telling you right now, it is definitely
How
hot.
much fighting do you need before you get sick of fighting?
I don't.
That's what I'm wondering. How much fighting do you need as a person? How much moaning and complaining about other people do you need as a person before?
Wait, the #1 complainer on the internet is saying how much moaning and complaining you need from other people? Oh God. This is just a classic case of the hot kettle scenario, except she's both.
I know.
And she takes turns being both the pot and the kettle.
When you start listening to this, like every time she makes a video, like
when
you
the
get
pot and the kettle
numb
call
to
each
it.
other white trash, what happens?
We're almost done. Another minute of this.
It finally ticks in your head.
Tits
Why
in my
am I
head?
wasting
What?
my life doing this?
Oh,
When I could be
tits in my
doing
head.
something good for humanity instead of tearing other people down in humanity. I don't know. It's your choice at the end of the day, I guess.
No, you guys.
But I'm gonna get going. Peace and Maranatha, people. I love you guys.
We don't.
If you like this video, please
Bye.
thumb up it.
Oh,
It really does help me.
up your ass.
Also, if you would like to donate, please donate to us. We are in need.
Did
If
you
you'd
know
like
that?
to donate, please donate to us because we are in need. You know, I mean, we gotta pay off that mothership
Yeah,
and God
$30. It's always 30
and who else?
bucks.
Oh, and the nukes
yeah.
and Russia. Who else they gotta pay off? Ukraine. You know,
They claim that they're not on Delta 8 anymore. They're clean, but they still need $30.
we're not on Delta 8. We're on Delta 16. We're on Delta Betamax player.
And she makes Rev like run
You
to
know
the
what?
store
We're not
and
on
get
Delta
it.
8 anymore because we've graduated to heroin. Please donate.
And we're trying
It
our
hurts.
best to get our lives together, but it's hard sometimes. So I love you guys.
You love nobody.
Start doing good, people. Maybe we could start talking again.
Oh, shut up. Start doing good, people. Maybe we can start talking again. Start. No, thank you.
All right, so do you have?
God, Jason's just. Did he do this?
No, that's me.
Oh, okay.
I know. If I may.
Jason's looking inside of his skull for an answer.
Yo, I am the king of pause, man.
No, I used to be. I was the queen of.
Yeah, well, I've gotten better.
Gavin loves his gravy. Gavin loves his gravy. Facts.
Do you have anything else you want to say, or that's it, or what?
I don't know. I'm just feeling the perpetual doom that the mothership's parked right outside of Earth, and it hasn't even came down to say hi to me, just like my real mother.
Hey guys,
So,
what's up?
Ah!
Here, we'll do.
A skeleton appeared on the screen. It scared me. I thought it was real.
Here, we'll do this one more because I'm sure you don't want to watch Cyraxx.
Cyraxx, that guy with the eyes. I don't know which way he's looking, but it's definitely scary.
I don't know where he's looking
talking
at.
to me.
But
You're
I'm
talking
sure he's
to
looking at a kid.
Talking to the wall.
Hey guys, what's up? Did you hear about Putin?
Did you hear about Putin? Shanny's been Putin all day, and it stinks. Hey guys, it's me. Did you hear about Putin? And shitting and pissing. These are all human functions.
Look at his eyes. Come on, that is not just Delta 8.
No criminal court wants to arrest Putin. So
Let's arrest Putin.
we'll see what happens with that. That's some crazy
Yellow
stuff.
was
But the
captured.
World War III thing looks like it's really coming, man.
Oh yeah, is it?
And you got an arrest warrant out for Putin by the International Criminal Court, The Hague, and it's like, yeah, there's something big coming, man. But if he doesn't want to be arrested like that, you know what he has to do.
What?
Yeah,
Tell us.
that big red button on his desk. So
Do these people really think there's a giant red button sitting on people's desks?
Yeah.
Like at Staples?
Yeah, they're just gonna like press it.
They're like, you know what I need to do? I need to hit this big red button on my desk and maybe I just won't go to prison.
Yo, every time I look at him, no crap, like I pull.
Guys, World War III is upon us. Nobody's gonna nuke anybody. You know
pull my
why?
beard
Because
hairs.
everybody dies. Everybody dies in that scenario. It doesn't work.
Don't tell them that. They'll try to dig a hole.
There were these movies that existed back in the 60s where they're like, they're gonna throw nukes, and everybody realized that's a really stupid idea, so nobody threw nukes.
Yeah.
The only idiot throwing any type of missiles anywhere is that guy in North Korea who just keeps throwing them in the ocean like it's trash.
Why were our parents hiding under desks then? Like that was gonna do anything. Oh, that desk that saves you from a nuclear attack.
Kids, you want to avoid a disaster? Just, if you see a bright flashing light, jump off your bike and roll around in the ground until the bright light goes away and you evaporate and eviscerate into a million fucking ash pieces. And if that doesn't work, hide under your desk and maybe then you'll be saved. But if that doesn't work, then I guess nothing's gonna work. If you don't have a bomb shelter, I'm sorry, kids. You ain't gonna make it past that day of school. And I'm sorry you had to die that way. Class, with your teacher.
See what happens with that. And Trump, it looks like they're going to indict him like next week, maybe.
Maybe.
That's some big stuff,
So
man.
give me
And
some
Putin
money.
and Trump is happening at the same time. That's insane, isn't it? It's pretty crazy. Crazy times we live in. Which is why you need Jesus, you know?
What?
Trump's gonna be indicted. Putin is in trouble, and this is why you need Jesus. It's like, wait, what?
Like for a president?
How do we segue from it like Putin and Trump and this is why
Crazy
Jesus.
times we live in.
Crazy times.
This is why you need
this
Jesus.
This is why we need Jesus, and I need your money.
Jesus
needs you. I need
$30.
your money. Do you see how this works? Basically I owe Jesus a bunch of money. Yeah, I didn't want to tell you guys this, but back in the day when I was in the Bible with Jesus, you know, when me and Sandal Farm were hanging out with him, I owe a debt, and I owe his debt. He threw my gold in the street. I got upset. You know, it was bad. I threw the first rock. You know, I threw the first stone. And when he came out of that cave, I was really shocked. I thought he wasn't coming back, and then he came to collect. And you guys, I need $30.
And Rev picked up that rock and smoked it.
I need $30 to pay off Jesus.
All these videos that we do and silly stuff and hating each other and going back and forth, hating each other and all that shit.
Hate each other.
It's pretty messed up, but if you want to donate...
It's pretty messed up. Yeah, no shit.
All us hating each other stuff is pretty messed up, but by the way, I owe Jesus. Sometimes I call him Jesus. He's out in the corner right now. He wants to collect, or he's taking my kneecaps. So, help a guy out, will you? Putin and Trump.
To the cause and help out two people that can't help themselves.
Right there!
Yep.
Right there! Boom shakalaka, #1 Chief Rocket in the house. I just
PayPal
called
is
it.
at RevDude, REVDUDE.
My PayPal. So Rev Doody.
Rev Doodoo.
Rev Doodoo.
Rev Doodoo.
You want to pay Rev E Davidi? Reva Davidi? Please pay me because Jesus, I owe him so much money. And
So if it's on your heart,
I opened my Bible, he hollowed it out, and he just left a note there.
Yo, it's funny that
you don't pay me,
the closed caption can pick it up correct, but he can't spell
for
it.
your wife.
Yo,
I don't even
man.
have a wife. And
It's
it's a
like-
sofa on top of another sofa.
Between the two of them, there's not even a high school education.
I can't believe he went from Putin to Trump to Jesus to pay me
He does that all the
in
time.
a matter of 1 minute and 16 seconds.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
Heart.
Putin and Trump, and we need to love each other. Jesus, and can you guys give me money? Just, I hope I threw you guys off with those first three things that you didn't notice. Mess money. This whole video is about money.
give something, but I'm going to
Yeah.
tell you something.
If it's in
Your
heart,
money
then
ain't
give
going to be
something.
worth shit, and neither is mine, and neither
Oh
is
my
anyone's.
God!
What?
So you better
He asked for money. And then he says your money isn't going to be worth anything. So what? Should I just send him some? Should I just send him some fucking paper? I should just draw $100 on them and be like, "Here's my worthless money that you told me to donate to."
Or give him 100, like literally doll hairs.
Yeah, why don't I just give him Monopoly money?
Get Jesus real fast. Peace.
You can give me money; it's going to be worthless, and then you can need to find Jesus and give him the money because I owe.
All right, so I'm gonna go into
What is a Cyraxx?
He is a chomophile.
What does that name? Does that mean? I'm sorry, I keep saying maybe.
His name is Chance. His real name is Chance.
His real name is Chance. Does that mean that he had one and he blew it?
Right. You really don't want to know, but if you really want to know, okay. So his mother, his dad is also a chomo. He went to jail. His mom was living in Alaska. There was a fire. He survived. The mom passed away, and the grandmother. Sad. Yeah, it is.
Is that why he looks so unfortunate? Like,
no, I don't even think his face has anything to do with the fire. But so after
well, I didn't start it. Neither did Billy Joe.
When his grandmother, that he calls his mom because she's been taking care of him since he was really, really young.
Okay.
Drove from Akron to Alaska, brought him back, changed his name because she didn't want him associated with RuPaul. Yes, his father's name, his real name is RuPaul.
RuPaul, like the money, the currency that's in Russia.
Yeah.
At first, I thought you were saying RuPaul, and then I realized you're saying like RuPaul.
RuPaul, and the thing is,
scruples of RuPaul's.
So RuPaul went to jail for chomophilia, right? And when he got out, he had to go on a registry.
Of course he did.
And when he got on a registry, he said, "I don't want to be on no registry," so he changed his name.
Doesn't really work.
No, it didn't. And everyone's like, "RuPaul, why did you do that?" He's like, "I ain't no RuPaul."
Yeah, I was gonna say he looks like fetal alcohol syndrome. One eye up and one eye down. He kind of looks like Sloth from Goonies if he lost a bunch of weight.
Yeah, so he was
had more hair.
He was
Cradle.
He was racing Marty.
Once. Give it twice.
He was racing Marty yesterday, and that was pretty hilarious. Well, he was racing Marty.
Oh wait, his name's like science fiction Rax?
Oh no! Oh.
Somebody else wrote that?
He had to call himself that because the Mortal Kombat people were like, "Yo, you can't be calling yourself Cyraxx," and they tried to.
Who's the king of Akron?
Oh, that's Music Biz Marty.
Oh, he lives in Ohio?
No, he went there. Yeah, there's like a whole thing. It's too much to explain now, but I'll
fill you. Are they playing a video game?
Yeah. They're playing a video game, and just listen to what Cyraxx says to them. It's kind of hilarious.
Custom games. Invite only. I got you.
Oh.
I've been waiting a long time to fucking blow your ass.
Wow.
Don't get any ideas, asshole.
Oh, I mean, you said it, Cyraxx.
Yeah.
Blow me down.
So, yeah, I think that's good tonight. So do you have anything to say before?
Hey, really?
What?
Every time he gets mad, he jacks it on stream.
Yeah, he's nasty.
He gets rage boners.
Yeah. Here.
I hope he covers everything in plastic. Looks like a body happened and blew up in here. Shanny should have gotten shacked up with him. I think they would have been a better match.
That's what I've been saying.
No, never mind. I'm sorry. She has children. I'm sorry. That's a horrible idea. But she had children.
Yeah, I'll show you a little bit.
She gave them away. State.
Yeah, I'll show you a little bit before
the state took them.
But guys, thank you for hanging out. But here,
that's because he pisses. That's why. Shanny needs that. She needs to put plastic on the couch.
Hey, Gloria, let me tell you right now, motherfucker. And this ain't just coming from me. This is coming from my...
You wearing a bike chain around his neck? Is that a bicycle chain?
I don't know.
It legit looks like he took it off of somebody's bike and stuck it around his neck. He's like, you know what? I want to look like I have money. Silver money. He took some child's bike chain. He's like, you know what?
I grandma's attic.
I took this from a kid that I did an unspeakable thing.
He's a new Chance Wilkins, or he's the new attic boy.
My family, especially my mom's. You need to leave.
How do you sign up? Well, everything is in the description. There's a link to the membership in the description.
I think it's on the thing. I wonder.
Yeah, the join button. Well, if you have an Apple product, you can't. So you have to click on the description. It should be there.
Fuck alone, dude.
Thank you.
Seriously, you need to stop coming after me. You need to stop stealing my shit, and you need to stop going after my goddamn family, bro. I ain't done a goddamn thing to you. Your excuse is fucking bullshit, bro. You need to get a goddamn fucking wife. Shut the fuck up and go the fuck somewhere else and leave me the fuck alone, dude. Because right now, as it stands, do you not realize I could easily come after you for all the copyright infringement that you've done against me? Motherfucker, you don't own my shit, bitch. I do, motherfucker. So don't sit there and fucking lie to everybody, motherfucking piss-ass bitch boy. You know damn well you don't own shit, bro. Why don't you just fuck off and leave me and my family the fuck alone, huh? You say you respect my mom? No, the fuck you.
So you have anything to say, or is just like a bunch of?
Why is he just screaming? I don't understand.
Because that's all he does. He screams. Yeah, Cyraxx is like a whole thing.
I just feel like he looks like he should have been an oceanic creature and not a human being. Like he looks like an anglerfish. That's kind of sad.
All right, then. On that note, I will end it here, guys. Thank you. It's a little different tonight, but you know what? I think it had to be said. You know, and I missed Renee being on. But Monday morning, or not Monday morning, but Monday.
Did anybody hear what you're saying with this music? It's loud as shit. It sounds like, where the hell are we? We're in Asia? Yeah. What is this shit?
It's my end credits. That's my end credits. Yes, they can hear me.
This is some weird end credit music.
It's credit music.
It sounds like elevator Japanese music.
You know, I don't need no trolls because I ain't married the biggest one. Alright guys, I'm going. Thank you all. Have a good night and we will see you.
I'm sorry, I am vicious. I can't help it.
But yeah, guys, thank you and
I'm evil.
I'll see you on Monday. Have a good night.
Thank you for coming out.